All right, what's up everybody? Quick tip for you guys in regards to stance in rifle. So when you're shooting rifle, people can get away with quite a bit, right? This thing doesn't recoil a ton, but if you want to shoot several targets or maybe, more than 2 shots on each target, you kind of have to have a little bit more aggressive stance. And what I mean is like not standing straight up like this and definitely not like feet totally square towards the target. What I see when people do that, as soon as they start shooting more than 2 rounds, like their feet tend to do this, like their toes lift. And what happens is like when your toes start to lift and the muzzle starts to rise, people start doing things like trying to steer the gun back down to the target, which I think is very counterproductive. So having a little bit more bladed stance in your lower half, and then dipping that front knee, putting a little bit more weight onto that front knee, having a little bit more forward favoring stance, kind of like this. Not saying I'm pushing into the gun, not saying like I'm trying to fight it or anything like that. I'm just putting a little bit more solid structure behind the gun. So what I want to do to illustrate this to you guys is shoot a round of doubles on this target here. And I'm going to put the NGAL on Viz. This way you guys can see it, right? And the first group, I'm just gonna be standing straight up like this, right? I'll still have a decent connection, but I'm gonna stand straight up and I want you guys to see like how much higher the dot lifts. And I'm only gonna go to like 12 yards. After that one, we'll do a little bit more forward favoring stance where I have a little bit more weight on my front knee. And I'll shoot some doubles there. Watch how high the dot lifts and also watch how much faster the gun returns back down to where I'm trying to shoot with that forward favoring stance. So I'm gonna stand straight up. Still, like I say, have a decent connection, but straight up and more square to the target. All right, that was super hard to get the gun to come back down to the exact same spot that I was trying to hit. Let's check these hits. Yeah, see at 12 yards, that to me is no bueno, that type of group. All right, now we'll have a little bit more forward lean to our stance, a little bit more bladed lower half, and then see how it goes. Oop. Reload in there. Yeah, much easier with a little bit more forward lean. And as you guys can see, it resulted in not only a better returning gun, but like the dot was only lifting to about right here rather than like coming all the way up to here and then kind of streaking back down. One thing I noticed people do quite a bit is, like I say, as soon as the gun starts lifting and they start trying to steer it around, you're way more apt to start doing things like staring at the dot. And it just kind of, snowballs from there. Like you steer the gun around, you stare at the dot, and bullets don't go where you want them to go. Ideally, inside of 20 yards, I would say it needs to be like golf ball to baseball size with a, duty style rifle, kind of like I have here with, 3-prong flash hider. So. Anyway, hopefully this helps you guys out. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment box below.